important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of great starter vehicles for young people on the lot right now. Check out this 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe, nicely equipped for only $69.90, or this '02 Toyota Corolla LE for just $28.50. And how about this Ford Focus SE for only $39.50? See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales today.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
John and Katie Murray are proud to let you know that they are reopening the old Bratton Drug location at 109 South Oklahoma in Mangum. Locally owned and providing pharmacy, health and beauty, gifts, and cards. Complete pharmacy, including medication therapy management and immunizations, including a convenient drive-thru. The new Mangum Drug Company, opening soon.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger
Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services, from fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Mangum Star-News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star-News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star-News.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv as we get ready for a football Friday night. Week number 8, and how different things are weather-wise than they were 8 weeks ago. He's Dylan Fox. I'm Michael in the morning, and we're ready to bring you this Week 8 ball game between the Merritt Oilers and the Mangum Tigers back in August and early September, I guess it was. Mangum didn't actually play until September. I believe the kickoff Week 1 was 100 degrees at the Liberty Bowl. Am I right about that, Dylan?
Yeah, I think it was 100 degrees, and the sun was right on our backs the entire game.
Absolutely blazing. Well, there is some sun here, and it's kind of an odd situation. Some sun, we are getting some sprinkles, but there is a lovely, Kermit the Frog would be happy with this, there is a lovely rainbow connection that is found in the early evening sky, and actually where Dylan and I said, you can see both ends of the rainbow. So somewhere there has to be a pot of gold for you and I. Pot of gold is what the Mangum Tigers are trying to attain by winning the district and getting a chance to stay at home for at least the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. They come into tonight's play number 3 in the district standings. Hobart on top of the standings, 5-1 overall, 3-1 in the district, 31 points. And then you've got Frederick at 3-1, 5-2, and 30 points. And then Mangum is 2-1, 6-1 overall, and 29 points. That will change this evening. If Mangum can get a victory here tonight and win by at least 2 points, they will then move past Frederick in the standings. Frederick is playing a non-district affair tonight, so they won't get any district points no matter what happens in their bowl game with Hennessy. So this is a great opportunity for Sam Powers and his club to do a little Buckman-Turner overdrive and take care of business on this next 3-week stretch. Merritt tonight, regular season finale at home next week as they will entertain Sayre, and then closing out the regular season on the road at Cordell. Now, as a coach, you don't want broadcasters to say the following. So they're not on the field, they're not going to hear it. The 3 opponents in the final 3 weeks for the Mangum Tigers have a combined 2-18 record.
Yeah, that's probably not something you let your players know after this game. They still the next couple games need to be their best games of the season getting ready for playoffs. They need to treat every game like it's their biggest to get ready for the playoff run that they are expected to make.
Well, I think you bring up a good point. You play against yourself. You're not playing the opponent. We've heard coaches talk about that a lot, but that certainly needs to happen for the next 3 weeks for Mangum.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they shouldn't even worry about who they're going to be playing, especially if they're not playing the best teams. They just need to go out and execute to the best, to their best, and they need to clean some stuff up for sure.
Certainly the penalties.
Certainly, yeah.
You weren't here for the ball game against Hobart. A lot of penalties. And even though they won rather handily last week against Hinton, there were a lot of mental mistakes that you can't be making this late in the season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's probably the theme of the season is the penalties. There's been, I think there's 19 in one game or something like that. That's something that has probably been addressed multiple times. and I'm sure we'll see them get better with that going forward.
Well, we've got, of course, this game here we'll keep you apprised of because, well, we're here broadcasting, but we'll also keep you up to date on that Hobart Bowl game as they entertain Cordell. It is homecoming at Hobart, and the weather not too delightful for homecoming. It may be short festivities over there. Also tonight it will be Sayre. They are doing battle with Hinton, and as we mentioned, going outside the district this evening will be Frederick. So Frederick taking on Hennessy down at the Bomber Bowl, and even if they win, it really doesn't help them out in the district standings.
So kind of explain to me how that works.
Okay.
So why is Frederick ahead of Mangum right now if Mangum has won that outright game.
Couple of reasons why. Number one, they've got a better record inside the district. They're 3-1. Mangum is just 2-1.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you've got percentages there, and then you also look at the points, and we talk about the point situation. And how tight can it get? Hobart 31, Frederick 30, and Mangum 29. As we mentioned, if Mangum can win tonight over Merritt, that moves them to 3-1. Same record as Frederick head-to-head. They won that ball game against the Bombers. So then you go to the points, and Mangum hoping to get their complement of 15 points tonight, which would put them 14 points ahead of Frederick. Because as I mentioned, Bombers, no matter what happens tonight against Tennessee, they don't earn district points. Are you confused now?
No, I got it.
Okay. Right.
Did a good job.
Darn it, I was hoping to confuse you. By the way, the camera girls, we always get a plug-in for them. They are upstairs tonight, out of doors. And I asked them if they dressed warm enough, and they said, yeah, they did. So I wish them the best of luck. I don't think you can dress warm enough.
Yeah, I don't think they know what's coming the rest of these 4 quarters because I don't think they're going to be warm enough up there.
The wind has settled down a little bit, blowing out of the north. And you, of course, going to school at the University of Oklahoma in Norman today. I left Altus at 6:30, went to Oklahoma City, went to Norman, went back to Altus, and then came to Merritt. That entire trip, the circuitous route that I took, there was rain until I got to Merritt. The sun was shining, but there were still some sprinkles and tinkles in the air.
There was definitely a few thoughts of skipping class went through my mind this morning, but my mom's voice came through, and I walked to class in the pouring rain and the freezing cold. So, Mom, I promise you I was at class this morning, and I somewhat paid attention to all of it.
Wow, that's fantastic. Your mother has that kind of influence over you, and you are I guess you're classified as a sophomore there at OU?
Yeah, I'm about to be a junior.
All
yeah.
right. Well, there you go. He's on the accelerated learning path and still hearing mother's voice in his head. Maybe that's why he's still on the accelerated learning path. By the way, Mom, he was telling the truth. It poured in Norman. I know. I stood out in it myself. We'll take a timeout and come back. Our countdown to kickoff continues as we get set for Merritt and Mangum here from Merritt on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Welcome back to Merritt, and we've talked a little bit about the weather, and of course weather dominating things this week. 2 beautiful days, and then 9 inches of snow in Shattuck, Oklahoma. Are you kidding me? They didn't get snow here, but they did get plenty of precipitation. And you look out at the field, Dylan, and your camera will pick it up anywhere from each 25, the 25 on the north end to about the 35 on the south end, really chewed up. So it'll be interesting to see how footing goes in that part of the field as the night progresses, because it is wet and it's not going to get any drier before we get done.
Yeah, for sure. Since the field's wet, the cleats are just going to eat it up. So, even during warm-ups, the field gets chewed up and messed up. So, by game time, that'll be definitely a factor going forward.
All right, some of the captains have come out for Merritt. They're dressed in their home black uniforms, black helmets, black pants, black numbers. Well, white numbers with black and orange outline. And they have out there Hagan Justice, also joining him Tyson Rose. And we see Stephen Beecham out there tonight as well. Meantime, the captains from Mangum yet to come to midfield. They're kind of strolling along, singing a song. Colt Laughlin will be one of the captains as Mangum is in their road white uniforms with the black numerals and the black and orange trim. Payson Jenkins is out there. What did I tell you Payson's nickname is?
Dang it. I should know this.
Let me give you a hint. Elmer
Fudd?
Elmer Fudd, yes.
All right.
Not Elmer Fudd, but just Fudd. Leighton Ketchum also going to be a captain this evening for Mangum. Payson, Leighton, along with Colton Laughlin, also out there as part of the captain group. And not all of them will get a chance to come to midfield, but they are part of the captains, Dalen Stacy and J.T. Schrum. So we will have who receives, who kicks off, and who gets ready to play football. Oh, that's everybody. Take a timeout and come back. We've got Mangum and Merritt coming out. It's our countdown to kickoff on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Tate Stone, one of the captains out there for this group from Merritt, and Tate in the roster, 52, gets number 5. You don't know if that's a misprint or maybe they have found a different position for him.
Maybe he just likes the number 5, Michael. I don't know.
Well, that's a great number. It was my high school number, George Brett's number. What do you say there, Coach Shelby? He wasn't number 5, but he could be at number 5. 5 plus some number. All right. Well, his wife was National Teacher of the Year. She was, actually.
Really?
Too. Yeah. She won the award several years ago, and we congratulate her. All right, so the toss is won by Mangum, and they have elected to, now the official taking this time, receive. They will do that on the left end of your listening and or viewing device here in this first half of play, as we are getting set for the ball game between Mangum and this group from Merritt. As our first quarter will be brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. Now, certainly football weather has fallen. We've got next week a hard freeze in the forecast. Daylight savings time is about to come to an end. Also, high school basketball tips off next Friday night. Yeah, did you know that? Uh-huh. We'll take a time out and come back. Countdown to kickoff continues. Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
And the smoke has been delivered both inside the booth and out on the field as we get ready for Mangum and Merritt here on Classic Hits 97.7. Let's go to the Facebook page. Marianne Freed Lambert watching. Dana Went. Haley Gale Panetta as well. Charles Stowe says, go Mangum. I don't know how we missed this. Tiffany McGill said she tried to come up and say hello, but the press box was busy. waiting for the games to get underway, and have a wonderful night. So, Tiffany, we're sorry we missed you, but I bet you next week at the Liberty Bowl, we'll get a chance to say hi to you, and Dylan Fox will sign an autograph if you like. Sherry Shepard Kendall says, let's go Tigers. And then she says, I'm confused. Wonder what she's confused about. Any idea?
I have no idea.
You don't want to venture a guess? Maybe she'll let us know later on. Michael Baker says, go Mangum. Dana Wendt, she answered the question, what is the nickname?
Oh, okay.
And, of course, she came up with FUD. George Ramirez says, go Tigers. And Toonie Lucas Lively is watching. So, Toonie, get a heavy alongside, kid. A lot of folks watching as well. It is a cold, wet night, no doubt about it, as we get ready. Not exactly the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, but it is a cold night. You can see there on your screen, for those of you that are live streaming on the Facebook page or on oksports.tv, that, dormancy has come to the field. It's no longer green. It's that wintertime brown. And, as I was driving to Oklahoma City and then to Norman and then back to Altus, that was one thing that caught my eye because I kept seeing the brown that was all around. And I'm like, oh, this is just not acceptable.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cold as it is. I like baseball in the summertime and then basketball in a gym. So this weather I'm not a big fan of it.
And by the way, speaking of baseball, we'll keep you up to date on the World Series game number 3 tonight in Washington, D.C. Stunningly enough, and you're a baseball guy, the Nationals leading 2-0 over Houston. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the best pitchers in the world for Astros go out, and then they just get beamed by the Nationals hitting roster.
Bryson Williams, who received for Mangum, he's up top here on the near side. Fisher Webb kicking it for Merritt will be Coy Carnes. The ball game is underway. End over end kick, and Fisher will let it bounce in front of him. Picks it up at the 17, has it at 20, 25, gets a block at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, no flags, touchdown, just like that. 12 seconds gone by, quarter number 1, Mangum 6. And Merritt, nothing. They're not even sitting down in the stands yet. And the Tigers are on the scoreboard. What did I tell you last week? Going to be a return at some point.
You called it just a game too early, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so they're going to try the extra point by kicking it. Jackson Warner, who really looked good last week in that victory over at Hinton, will try the extra point. Fisher Webb is the holder. Snap is back. Hold is true. Kick is on its way, and it is no good. They said it was wide to the left. Mangum, though, striking first. 11:48 left to number 1. Quarter number 1 being brought to you by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. And you and I come back. We'll be in our seats on Classic Hits 97.7 and oksports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Paula Little Powers is watching, as is David L. Gordon. He says, heat up the field, go Tigers. Sherry Shepard Kendall, the point thing. Oh, she doesn't understand the point thing. That's what, okay. Well, gotcha. we'll get on a slide rule and a compass and do it for you, all right? Lisa Wilson says, let's go Tigers, get revenge. All right. By the way, Michael Baker says he's watching Game 3 and our game, so he'll keep us up to date on that bowl game between Washington and Houston. All right, Jackson Warner now going to kick it away from Mangum. A little squib kick here on the near side, bobbled and then picked up by the upback. That's Braden Puckett, and Puckett will get knocked down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Merritt from there. By the way, that return of Fisher Webb, they mark it at 83 3 yards. And I don't think anybody touched him.
No, I think he was touch-free there, and it was a good job by blockers up front to give him a lane to run.
So Mangum first on the board, 6-0. That's why they elected to take the football. Sam Power said, yeah, we're going to score early. We're going to score often. Shotgun formation now for Merritt, and they go inside handoff. And, boy, good discipline by Mangum over on that left side. Zach Carr on the carry, but a good job of staying at home defensively by the Tigers. In on the top linebacker there is Elijah Bernal. Bernal staying at home, reading his keys and making the play. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. A lot of misdirection in that first play, but again, read your keys, stay at home, and you can make a play. So 2nd down and 10. As this time, spreading out here on the near side will be Tyson Rose. Pistol look formation, quarterback Hagan Justice. Justice, good-looking athlete. 2nd down and 10. He'll hand it off, and again, it's a handoff to the tailback, Zach Carr, and Carr will eke out a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. In on the stop for Mangum, a host of tacklers led by J.T. Schramm. Big body up there, J.T. just kind of clogging things up. Travanka was there as well. And Christian doing a good job. So it'll be 3rd down, we'll call it 7 for Merritt. Flip-flopping here on the near side is Stetson Ryan as he'll go on the Mike side of the field. Roll out now by quarterback Justice. Hagan going to tuck and run, and boy, good open field tackle there right at the 40-yard line. And that is just textbook by Mangum defensively. Dalen Stacy staying at home on that far side and making the open field tackle. Gain of maybe a half yard. It'll be 4th down now and about 7. So it would appear that punting the football away will be Merritt, and one of their big uns. It always amazes me when guys with 5 and 6 as their first number are the kickers. Back to receive here on the near side, Fisher Webb. He just returned a kickoff, 83 yards. Up top, Bryson Williams. High snap, and the punter will go back and get it. Somehow he gets the ball away. It may have been partially blocked, and it was, and a very short kick there. So Mangum will get good field position, trying to catch the number. Who busted in there, maybe got a piece of that for the Tigers. And it may have been Dalen Stacy. It was. So Stacy getting it done in all aspects. Mangum a short field now. They have it 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Merritt. Don't be surprised if they don't go up top and deep right now.
I think last time you said that there was a touchdown on the play.
Well, Sam Powers like that here. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers near side. Laughlin does want to go upstairs, cranks, fires, and that ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. It was intended in the middle of the field for Derek Fisher, or for Fisher Webb, and the ball got tipped by one of those big linemen up front. A couple of kids in there, big bodies, and it may have been Trevor Fowler who got a piece of it. Either he or Stephen Beecham. So an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ketchum going to go in motion now, near side, far side. Single back look. Laughlin from the shotgun. They change the play now. Webb here on the near side. In the backfield, Elijah Bernal. But that's Bernard Bailey instead. They'll hand it off to Bailey. Breaks a tackle. Has the 30 still on his feet inside the 25. And finally ridden down at about the 21-yard line. Bernard Bailey just showing a quick burst over there on that left side. And picks up big yardage all the way from the line of scrimmage, the 45, down to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. I don't know where the buzz is coming from. Laughlin from the shotgun. Inside screen. Webb catch. 15. Gets a block. Goes to the 10. Still looking for another block. Cuts inside the 5. And is finally knocked down at about the 4-yard line. Saving the touchdown for now, Tyson Rose. But again, Mangum just getting it done in all facets early on. So it'll be 1st down and goal. They marked Webb down. It looks like they marked his knee down at the 5. So it'll be 1st and goal from there. In the backfield, Bernard Bailey. Bailey already a big carry during the drive. They'll hand it off to Bernard. No, a late pitch to Webb from Laughlin. And a good job by Merritt to string that one out. As getting back to the line of scrimmage and maybe getting a yard there was Fisher Webb. So a little misdirection, a little razzle, a little dazzle, but it didn't fool Merritt. Half yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.5. 8-10, clock running, first quarter of play. Mangum on top, 6-0. They return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Bailey cuts inside Bernard for the end zone, and he will score from 4.5 yards away. And with 8:28, and the clock is somewhat blocked by a light tower. With 8:28 left in the first quarter of play, Mangum on top 12-0, and they'll go for 2 here. So a good job by Bailey. He was patient that time, got the handoff, and waited for a hole, cut it back on the right side, and scored easily. Webb in motion. They'll roll to his side. That's Laughlin looking in the corner of the end zone. Fires across his body, wide open in the back of the end zone, and making the catch for the 2-point conversion is Bryson Williams. So with 8:28 left in the first quarter of play, Mangum on top 14-0. You and I come back after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum impressive the first 2 times they have the football. 83-yard kickoff return and then a 45-yard drive. 2-point conversion. It's 14-0. Angie Williams-Young is checking it out. She likes the fact that you and I are doing the ball game. Hello, Angie. Thank you for being a part of the broadcast here on the Fabulous Network. You can say anything you want there. Anything?
I'm glad she's listening.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was totally, I wasn't paying attention.
You're like so many other people in my life, you're not paying any attention to what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you for that affirmation there, 18-year-old young man. We appreciate that. Wow.
We got a camera. I'm keeping score.
You are busy.
I'm trying.
You're a busy human being. I'll give you that.
I was trying to see if the baseball game had started yet. I'm sorry. I wasn't focused.
All right. Mangum Golden Age Apartments, they're focused, and they're our first quarter sponsors here on Classic Hits 97.7. Kickoff here on the near side and nearly bobbled, handled now by Coy Carnes. Carnes far side looking for room, and there's nowhere to go. He'll get knocked down at the 25-yard line. Open field tackle there by Brody Shelby. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Merritt. Angie Williams-Young, we mentioned her a moment ago. Your mama loves you, 55, and we're on our way. Go Tigers. All right, Baylor Robinette, go Tigers. Some new names in here. We like that. Debbie Delahunty Davis, go Bailey number 5.
Well, it's a little cold, so the people who are normally here decided to stay home today.
Oh, is that what it is? Debbie Delahunty Davis has got a nickname for Fisher Webb. It's Fishbone. Little pass out in the flat. Good pitch and catch there, and that'll result in a 4-yard gain. Ball got stripped, but the whistle had already blown. As Hagan Justins hit Stephen Beecham for about 4, maybe 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Rodney Williams, I love his comment. He says, "This is so freaking awesome." You bet, Rodney. We appreciate you, man. Nicole Reed White, keep it up, Tigers, number 55. Dana Went and Angie Williams-Young having a conversation about Elmer and Fudd, and I'll tell you what Angie said after this play. Second down and 5. They go with the air again. Pass caught over the middle, and boy, that's a touchdown-saving tackle there. The open field by Quan Bailey. That's a well-designed play there all the way out to the 43-yard line. And if Bailey doesn't make the catch, look out. Headed to the house was River Britton. Anyhow, Angie replied to Dana about Elmer Fudd. She said, Dana went. Elmer kind of takes some of the mojo away from Fudd. Let's just stick with Fudd. Teresa Solis says, get 'em Tigers. Having fun on a Friday night, why not? 1st down and 10 now for Merritt. Their first down of the night. Low snap. And, boy, there's that field that we talked about a minute ago. Chewed up right there, and the running back trying to make a cut, trying to make a move. Couldn't get it done. He lost yardage on the play. There to make the tackle for Mangum. A couple of linebackers filling nicely. Quan Bailey and Elijah Bernal. A loss of 3, 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, right. Whenever he got the ball, he slipped, and that's exactly where you were talking at about the 35, 40-yard line. It's really roughed up. You can kind of see through the camera if you're watching. But, I mean, he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the field got him more than anything. 2nd down and 13 as they go exclusively from that shotgun look. Hagan Justice barking out signals. He'll keep the ball himself, and boy, I tell you what, he probably wishes he handed it off on the RPO there. He got swallowed up. Again, in on the stop for Mangum. The linebackers doing a great job of filling. Elijah Bernal is there. Travanka in on the stop and coming over the top and helping out finish off the play here on the near side was Elijah Bernal. So a loss of another yard. It'll be third down and about 14. So a couple of quick hitting pass plays from Merritt, and they were moving the football a little bit, but now trying to go on the ground, and it has not been successful. So third and long, and if you're Mangum, you got to keep everything in front of you. Single man look here on the near side. Won't be surprised if Justice doesn't look that way, and he does. The pass going to be incomplete. You could see that one coming from upstairs. I'm sure the coaches were talking about it in the headsets. We had single coverage out here on the near side. Coy Jones, he was matched up with Fisher Webb, and Webb did a good job staying with him stride for stride, and really Justice couldn't do anything but throw the football away. So it'll be fourth down and long, and Merritt will have to punt it away again. Remember the last time they punted, high snap, and the ball got tipped by Dalen Stacy and resulted in a short 45-yard touchdown drive for Mangum. They lead 14-0, 5:45 left in the first, and again a high snap. This time the kick will get away by Beecham, and it will hit at about the 35-yard line, spin forward, and be touchdown at about the 29.5. Well, they'll give the 30-yard line. So Mangum have it first and 10 at the 30 here on the near side. Remember, the first quarter brought to you by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. So you got everything going on. You got the camera thing going on, the scoreboard, checking out the internet. You know, you millennials, you can multitask, right?
Yeah, I am multitasking.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. You're also a little defensive. I mean, come on. First and 10 now. Laughlin wants to throw, does. Pass caught far side. And that is going to be big yardage across the 50 to the 45. That's Bryson Williams in the open field. 40, 35, makes a move at the 30. He's got the 25, 20, gets a block at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Mangum scores again, this time from 70 yards away on a little pitch and catch from Colton Laughlin to Bryson Williams. And Williams did a great job of navigating traffic. Mangum now on top, 20-0 with the extra point on the way.
And Mangum has done a ton better job compared to last week starting the game. They were really slow coming off that big game that they had the week prior with Hobart, and here early they're already up 20-0.
I'm going to try the extra point now as in to kick it, Jackson Warner. Hold is true, snap is good, the kick is on its way, and it is no good, wide right this time. So with 5:21 left in quarter number one, that's right, quarter number one, Mangum on top, 20-0 on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
J.J. Skinner checking it out tonight. Hey, J.J., how you doing, brother? And Shalonda Ardicki as well. Good to have Shalonda alongside. Mangum on top, 20-0 here in the first quarter of play. They've touched the ball 3 times offensively or on a kickoff, and they scored each time and really kind of scored easily.
Yeah, I mean, right from the kickoff, returned it, and then they got a good pass that went for a touchdown and a big run on that second possession. So they've had a bunch of big plays here early, and they've started the game exactly how Coach Powers has wanted them to.
By the way, the top of the first inning over in Washington. Houston, did not score. They'll go to the bottom of the first with the Nationals coming to the plate. What was the name of the team before the Nationals? Do you know when they were in Washington?
No, I don't.
Washington Senators.
Senators, huh?
Who I believe eventually became the Milwaukee Brewers. So here comes Jackson Warner with a kickoff. End over end kick, middle of the field, and picked up at about the 15-yard line. And trying to go far side on the carry, out across the 25 to about the 28, 29-yard line. Ball comes free, and taking a big pop was Zach Carr. But Carr got back onto the football. It'll be first and 10 now for Merritt as they trail 20-0. Big hit out there on the edge by, I think it was Brody Shelby, and it was. Well, we are a fair piece away from the field. You know what I'm saying?
A fair piece?
A fair piece. That means a long way. If I move this a little bit, is that okay?
I think you're good, yep.
You're not getting into your camera thing? I'm opening up the window. I want some outdoorsy stuff here. I don't like this hermetically sealed thing, and because my hot air is also fogging up the window. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Merritt, trailing 20-0. Justice throws across the middle, ball nearly picked off, as that one was high, intended for his big tight end Coy Carnes, but Colton Laughlin was there for Mangum, and also having designs on intercepting that football was Elijah Bernal, 2nd down and 10. And even after the incomplete pass, they are running the clock. 4:10 left here in the first period of play. So I don't think it's a continuous clock at this point, but even after the incomplete pass, they will run the clock. 2nd down and 10. Mangum on top, 20-0. Shotgun formation here. And throwing again. Pass is caught. Big hit by Fisher Webb. I tell you what, that's a nice catch because Webb tattooed Carnes after he made the catch. That wasn't Carnes. That was Zach Carr. Carr got hit by a truck. And after the collision, 7 yards picked up. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.
That was a big hit. That's all I got to say.
You got some saucer eyes on that one. Well, and what I like about Fisher is it's a clean hit. I mean, head and shoulders across the ball carrier, and he popped him at the point of attack. So 3rd down and about 3. It's a short 3, long 2. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Shotgun formation with a pistol look. Justice wants to throw, does, quick pass, and threw it behind his intended receiver, Daniel Portillo. Portillo was open, but again, the pass behind him, incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 3, and let's see if Merritt decides to punt. I almost get the idea that they may go for it here. And they stop the clock now with 3:11 left in quarter number 1. And wow, look at this. 4th and a long 2, short 3, and they're apparently going to go for it. Again, 2 wide receivers here on the near side, pistol formation. Justice from the shotgun. Little pump fake, goes deep. Pass going to be well over the head of the intended wide receiver. Here on the near side, that was River Britton. Good coverage there by Colton Laughlin. And they just handed Mangum a very short field with 2:58 left here in the first quarter of play, being brought to us by our good friends over there at Golden Age Apartments.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, being down 20-0, I think they felt like they needed to take that chance. But the problem with that is now Mangum has the ball on the 40-yard line.
37-yard line, actually. 1st and 10, they're going to go reverse. Fisher Webb getting a block from Laughlin. Fisher turns the quarter, got the 40, 35, and chased out of bounds. Good job of staying at home there on the far edge by Hagan Justice. If Justice doesn't stay in the neighborhood, Fisher is waltzing down the far sideline for a 37-yard touchdown. As it is, he picks up about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And you run that play here in week number 8 because folks are scouting you. And they have to put that play into their playbook when the playoffs begin in 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks, actually. Here comes Webb in motion to the near side. 2nd down and 6. Handoff. Bailey, Bernard, nice move. He'll pop it to the outside and pick up 1st down yardage inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. And again, I love the patience of Bernard Bailey. Little dip inside, nothing there, pops it to the outside, gets a block on the edge, and picks up the 1st down. Clock running now, 2:30 left in quarter number 1. 1st and 10, Mangum has it inside the 25-yard line of the Oilers. Going to go underneath center this time. Little toss sweep here on the near side. And that's Webb trying to turn the corner. And he'll blast into the tackler. Take it down to about the 15-yard line. Webb, big collision there on the near side between he and Tyson Rose. Now, gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5. Now Mangum going to go with a different look here. As you'll see in the slot on the far side, it's Colton Laughlin, the quarterback. Webb now from the Wildcat formation. Sends a man in motion. Fisher fakes the handoff. Going to keep it himself. And boy, he gets clobbered. Good job that time defensively by Merritt, as they were not fooled. Trevor Fowler with a big hit there. So that'll bring up a 3rd down now with 1:55 left in the first quarter of play. Third down and about 3.5, 4. Obviously 4-down territory for Mangum. And again, Laughlin split out here on the near side. Webb going to go Wildcat. He's got Bailey in the slot, now in motion Williams. They'll toss it to Bryson, tries to turn the corner, and not going to get it done. Well, wait a minute now. The play continues. We never got a whistle, and now we finally do. Well, it looked like Bryson had been slung down for about a 5-yard loss. Apparently he never went down, but he never touched, and he kept running and got some of that yardage back that he lost. It'll bring up a 4th down and about 4.
Yeah, I think he caught himself with his hand as he was going down, and the ref never blew his whistle, so he just kept going.
70 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Brought to us by Golden Age Apartments in Mangum. Webb from the shotgun wants to throw, looks near side. Laughlin makes the catch for the touchdown. How about that? That's Colton Laughlin with a little bit more want-to than the two defenders for the score. You didn't think that was going to work, did you?
No, I did not.
Fisher Webb just kind of shot-putted it out there. And give Laughlin credit. It's kind of like on a rebound. You know where the ball is going to come off the rim, and you beat the two defenders there, make the catch for the score.
Is that the phrase, what do they say, you got mossed?
Randy Moss.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So now to try the extra point, Jackson Warner. Warner's kick is on the way. Line drive, no good, wide right. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Mangum 26, Merritt nothing. And this is Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Mangum on top, 26-0. J.J. Skinner says that he's watching it work. I hope that the boss thinks that's okay that J.J.'s doing that. I can't write an excuse note for you, J.J. I'm sorry. Sheila Green, go Tigers, stay warm. Bob and Jan Travis, Bob's Septic Service. Keep it up, Tigers. Michael Baker wants to know who we're rooting for, Houston or Washington.
I'm rooting for the Astros.
Are you?
I am,
okay.
Yes.
I mean, I like the Astros. Jose Altuve, I think he is great for baseball. But I think it would be great for baseball if Washington wins this as well. So I'm in a no-lose situation. I'm just glad that it's going so well. All right, here's the line drive kickoff. Fielded, then dropped by the upback. That's Carnes. And Coy looking for a block, and then going to get it written out of bounds by Dalen Stacy at about the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. All right, Rodney Williams says, I'm so pulling for Cousin Luke and Little Webb, but Cousin River plays for Merritt. Would love to see him do good if he himself can and not the team. All right, I like that. That's good. That's good. Raymond Panetta says, go Tigers. Hey, Raymond, good to have you alongside, buddy. Timmy Lecky, I hope I'm saying that right, gives us a Harry Carey. Holy cow! 26-0. 49 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Donald Williams-Terry, way to hustle Bryson, indeed. You got to love it. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 now. Kerry Walker Green, Eric Rodriguez, all listening and watching. Throw out in the flat, pass caught. That'll be a nice game there. Stephen Beecham, big kid, tall target, powerful kid. He can create some problems for you. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of play. That was a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And that offense is just kind of reeling right now because they got to be shell-shocked looking at that scoreboard, trailing 26-0. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Brought to us by Mangum Golden Age Apartments. From the shotgun, Justice. Hagan going to hand it off. Big hole up the middle, and that'll be near a 1st down for the tailback, Zach Carr. So Carr had a big hole that time. As Colton Laughlin came in to make the stop for Mangum, got some help from Luke Rogers on what was the final play of quarter number 1. So the first 12 minutes in the books, it was all Mangum. They lead it 26-0. Period number 2 coming up, stick and stay. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of great starter vehicles for young people on the lot right now. Check out this 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe, nicely equipped for only $69.90, or this 02 Toyota Corolla LE for just $28.50. And how about this Ford Focus SE for only $39.50? See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales today.
All right, let's go back to the internet and love some of the comments here. Where did I see? Oh, Greg Downs. Greg Downs just full of confidence. He said, "Hello, everyone." I like that. Just step up to the mic. Tiffany McGill home can finally watch Magilla Gorilla. All right. You don't remember that character, do you?
I do not.
No, and the Grape Ape? Oh, yeah. That's some Hanna-Barbera cartoons there. That's Saturday morning stuff there. Snidely Whiplash, Dudley Do-Right. Oh, yeah. We got them all. So Merritt with the football. They want to go to the air first play of the second quarter of play, and getting chased and getting dumped. But he let go of the football in time will be Hagen Justice. Boy, he got popped as he let go of that football as he was chased on the near side and got drilled right in the middle of the chest by Quan Bailey. Bailey getting up a little lame there, but going to be okay. And that'll set up a second down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line of Merritt. And that is their best field position of the night. Carolyn Gerald's over there in Indiana. Hello, Mr. Barnes. I mean, she is such a classy woman, and we just love her. Thank you, Miss Gerald's. We appreciate you so much. All right, second down and 10. And again, Justice wants to throw in the middle of the field. Picked off. Going the other way is Quan Bailey. Bailey makes a move. He's got the 20, the 15, makes another move at the 10. Still on his feet at the 5, and into the end zone for a score. Quan Bailey. Bailey with the interception, the little bob, the little weave, the little whoop, and into the end zone he goes. And Mangum now scoring in just about every fashion possible. They lead it 32-0 with 11:41 left in the first half of play.
Good play by Bailey. He looked like a real athlete right there. Got it, and he actually made a couple guys miss before he went into the end zone.
Well, and we talked about it the play before. It looked like he had twisted or tweaked his ankle a little bit, but didn't show it there, weaving and bobbing through traffic. So the extra point on the way from Jackson Warner. High snap. Jackson's kick is on the way. That's a good-looking kick there, and that one is good. So with 11:41 left in the first half of play, Mangum on top 33-0. You and I come back after this. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Well, you said in the pregame show, so prophetically, Mangum needed to start off fast tonight. They have done that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said earlier, they started off really slow last week, and we had talked about that. They might have had a little hangover from that big Mangum versus Hobart game the week prior, and they came out and showed some signs of life the second half against Hinton, and then here in this first half, they have just exploded offensively, and they've played superb football on both sides of the ball.
By the way, Greg Downs reminding us of the banana splits as well. The Hanna-Barbera cartoons, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 bananas, 4. No, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 bananas, 4. Something, 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 and many, many more. It was good stuff. I'll have to Google that when I get home. All right, so I guess he's getting a little leg weary at this point. He being Jackson Warner, as he's kicked now for the fifth time. Mangum already 32 points on the board. Kick going to be fielded at the 22-yard line by the upback coming to the near side. Coy Carnes, and Carnes will make the 35. He's shoved out of bounds there. Late tackle. That should be a penalty flag, and it is. Yeah, and that was just some exuberance there on the part of J.T. Schramm. I don't know that J.T. realized where he was on the field. It took place well out of bounds. It would have been a penalty on the playing surface as well because we had a horse collar that took effect. They got him for the personal foul, so they'll move it 15 yards from where the play ended, and it's the 38-yard line. So for the first time tonight, Merritt will cross the midfield stripe courtesy of a penalty on Mangum.
And that's the one thing I think we talked about before the game started that can't happen, those penalties. Whenever it becomes a big game, that's going to become a big problem.
I love this. Let's see here. And I'll get to it in a minute. Sarah Bogart Dreyer says, "Go Tigers. Love number 22. Love number 7. And then Eric Rodriguez, "You be hit by, been struck by a smooth criminal." That had to be in reference to Quan's touchdown interception, his pick 6. Back the other way now comes Merritt. Nice hole on the right side. And a decent gain down inside the 45, down to about the 42-yard line for the tailback, Zach Carr. Timmy Lecky says, "Rumbling and bumbling Bailey." Oh, you got to love it. Tiffany McGill says, "There went the dark train." Kerry Walker Green, "Yay, Tigers." David Gordon says, "Set up the bumpers. There's an oiler leak going on." Second down and 7 now. And the Oilers with the football. And how about Christian Travanka getting in there? He didn't finish off the play per se, but he slowed down the tailback. And Dalen Stacy came in and ended things there. Want to say hi to the judge, Rafe Hall. He's watching tonight. Good to have you alongside, Rafe. Amy Brett Hayes is watching as well. Michael Baker tells us Houston 1, Washington nothing. They have gone to the top of the second inning. Third down now. Third down in about 3. And we've already seen Merritt willing to go for it on fourth down. And first down going to be picked up here. Hard running over there on the right side. Boy, I tell you what, paying the price there was Zach Carr. He got rocked as he picked up the first down. A little high-low action there. And Brody Shelby really delivered a big hit at the 35-yard line. But give some credit to Carr as he picks up that first down.
Carr found a hole.
Hang on, I'm sorry.
Carr found a hole and put his head down and got a good first down, but he took a licking too.
First and 10 now, ball at the 35-yard line of Mangum. Best field position of the night for Merritt. Pass out in the flat, catches made, and tackle made almost instantaneously as well. Carnes went up and made the catch. He got hit immediately. Stetson Ryan over there on the stop. Christian Travanka helping out as well. It'll be second down. We'll call it 8. 9:15 left here in this first half of play. You get the idea that maybe the rain has stopped for the evening here in western Oklahoma. Second down and 8. Sunny and 65 tomorrow, by the way, for a high.
Great, because I got to go to a SWASU football game, so.
You have to. Don't sound so enthusiastic about it. Boy, second down carry here, and look at the interior line there. Dalen Stacy filling the hole, also getting help on the play from J.T. Schramm. And no gain on the play. It'll bring up a third down and 7. Getting popped as he carried the football was Daniel Portillo. Into the lineup now for Mangum, Isaac Batoha. Isaac. You talk about a guy who fills out his pants, his shoulder pads, and his shoes. It certainly is Isaac. And as soon as I say that, Isaac goes off the field. So it'll be third down and about 7. Shotgun formation for Justice. Hagan hands the ball off on the RPO and getting slung down at the 30-yard line. Leighton Ketchum making the open field tackle. It looked like River Britton was going to have some room, but I tell you what, Ketchum out of nowhere just slung him down right at the 30. That'll bring up a fourth down and 5. 7:55 left in the first half of play. Mangum on top, 33-0. They scored on the opening kickoff. They've had touchdown drives and a pick 6. Other than that, what have you done for me lately? Thank you, Janet Jackson. You can hear that Monday through Friday morning, 6 to 9 with Michael in the morning. Alive in Studio B here on Classic Hits 97.7. First shameless free plug of the night. From the shotgun, 4th and long, and Justice going to throw it up for grabs and ball tall. It's about the third time we have seen him go for a home play on either 3rd and long or 4th and long, and the ball just nowhere near the receiver. And good bracket coverage back there by Shelby and by Williams, so Mangum will get it on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 7:25 left in the first half of play. 33-0 our score. By the way, Coach Pennypacker and one of the Dickey players will be coming up and seeing us at halftime. From the shotgun, handoff Webb right side. Fisher tries to turn the corner. Little do-si-do and finally gets spun down after about a 3, maybe a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 6. I mentioned it last week in the ballgame. He did not get a lot of touches in the contest. I found out afterwards he was ill, didn't feel well, and that's one of the reasons why he didn't get a lot of offensive touches.
Gotcha, yeah, because I think we really had a conversation about that last week. Also, player who was thrown out, what ended up happening in this game?
Colton Laughlin going to go upstairs, got Webb and threw it a little bit past him. Fisher, you got to put up that extra hand, try to catch the football. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down now and about 6. Well, and we mentioned it. We noticed that Jaden Rogers out there in uniform, got to set the first half because he was ejected last week, but should be able to see some playing time in the second half, and glad to see that. Jaden, this is one of those things, and I will never throw stones because I'm telling you, Captain Hothead right here, all right? I understand completely. 3rd down and about 6. Laughlin throws, has time, got Ketchum, but a little bit over his head, incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. And let's see what Sam Powers decides to do here, up 33-0 with, 6:33 left in the first half of play.
Looks like we've got some flags on the play, too.
Oh, my. That's, we haven't had a lot of dirty laundry tonight. Thank you, Don Henley. Let's see what the call is here. No legal substitution. Nope, face mask got to be the call. Oh, so we have offsetting penalties. Had a face mask called on Merritt and holding called against Mangum. They offset. We'll replay the down, and there will be no discussion about what to do on 4th down. So 3rd down and 6 again for Mangum. 6:33 left in the half, and they've got 33 points on the board. Whitehand says run the clock, and they do. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. That's Ketchum in the slot. They have not featured him yet. They targeted him one time. See if they don't look for him out in the flat, and indeed they do. Colton will hit him. Nope, it's behind him, incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Ketchum had to turn his body and look the other way to try to grab that one. But again, that was one of those plays you could kind of see develop from here. And they had it set up perfectly, just didn't execute because Layton picks up the 1st down and a whole lot more if he was able to make the catch. So here's a rarity. Mangum going to punt tonight. 6:15 left in the first half of play, leaving 33-0. Colton Laughlin is the kicker, so maybe they won't punt. 4th down and 6. Laughlin, rugby-style kick, thinks about throwing, and now will kick the football, and he got clobbered as he kicked it. Well, that was I think I can't. Ooh, I should have. So Laughlin did get the kick away, only about 3 or 4 yards. And so Merritt will get good field position, 1st and 10 at the Mangum 36. For those of you watching on OKSports.tv or on Facebook Live, you say, well, that Beecham kid hit him. Well, once you leave the pocket and start running, you're fair game. So a short field now for Merritt. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Oilers at the 36-yard line of Mangum. Hagan Justice wants to throw, does, near side, pass, caught, and then dropped. Some footsteps heard that time by Coy Carnes. Carnes has been whacked a couple of times, and there were like 4 Mangum defenders in the neighborhood. Brody Shelby was there. Also coming all the way from his linebacker slot was Elijah Bernal. Bryson Williams here on the near side, and I love it when the big uglies get out there in the flat. That was J.T. Schramm. J.T., 15 yards down, well, not really downfield, but across the field, getting ready to put a lick on the wide receiver. 2nd down and 10. Again, they'll go shotgun, and This one will stop before it starts. Whistles, and I believe we're going to get an illegal formation called against Merritt. No, offsides on Mangum. How about that? So maybe losing a little focus here are the Tigers, as they've picked up a couple of penalties here in the second quarter of play. That'll move the ball 5 yards forward, second down and 5. You getting cold over there?
My toes are a little cold. But
I thought I saw you flexing your feet there. By the way, Tiffany McGill let me know that Corbin McGill is McGill the gorilla. Thanks, Tiff. I would have been able to connect the dots on that one, but I appreciate you helping me out. Now those 5 yards that Mangum gave away, they just got back because one of their big uglies, Gabe Beecham, took a step back. Eric Rodriguez talking about Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Do they have that? The Rock'em Sock'em Robots? You ever play that?
I'd never played.
Oh, my goodness. Rock'em Sock'em Robots are great. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Susan Sanchez says, go Christian. Tiffany McGill says, rain is on the way. Yikes. Denise York, Hinton didn't stand a chance, and neither does Merritt. Way to go, Tigers. Yeah, but how in the world did they beat Thomas? Pass out in the flat, and what a great open field tackle. J.T. Schrum. Boy, I tell you what, that is just a big, strong kid right there. I mean, running along, singing a song here on the near side is Zach Carr, and he's thinking, I got a guy with 6s on his jersey. I can outrun him. Oh, suddenly, boom, he's down on the ground, tackled from behind.
Yeah, he got a hand on him, and he wasn't letting go at all. That was a big tackle.
Vigorous, I think, was the way he tackled him there. Vigorously tackling. Like I say, he fills out his pads real well, J.G. Schrum. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, and you'd think that Justice and company go back to the air. And they do. Pass caught. Boy, I tell you what, nearly picked off. And now maybe a touchdown inside the 5. And does score the touchdown from 36 yards away. As the pitch and catch from Hagen Justice to River Britton. And the score will make it 33-6. So what happens there, you're a defensive back, and you take the chance of trying to intercept the football. You mistime it just by a fraction. The guy makes the catch, and he goes for 6. So the first score of the night for Merritt comes with 4:43 left in the first half of play. Witter's going to go for 2 here. 33-6. 2-point conversion. Justice, corner of the end zone, pass incomplete. And it'll say 33-6. 33-6. 4:43 left in the first half of play. Mangum in front of Merritt. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
All right, here we go now. 4:43 left in this first half of play, and it's a 33-6 ball game. And let's be honest, I mean, it's been all Mangum early in this first half of play. And if you are the Tigers, you're going to give up some points, but you want to make sure that you get all 15 that you're entitled to here tonight.
Yeah, I think there was a question about the points. I'm not sure if we ever kind of explained that.
Okay, and again, in a nutshell, if you win a ball game, you can win up to 15 points. You can collect up to 15 points, anywhere from 1 to 15, depending on what the margin of victory is, but no more than 15. The opposite holds true if you lose. Colton Laughlin with a kickoff, and the ball. All right, check that. That's Laughlin that was blocking on the return and sliding down at about the 25-yard line. Will be Fisher Webb. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum. The kickoff, by the way, was Coy Carnes for Merritt.
And those points, they're used as a tiebreaker if there's like a tie.
The first tiebreaker obviously is head-to-head, but if you've got a three-way tie with records, which we could have when all is said and done between Hobart, Mangum, and Frederick, then you go to the points. So 1st and 10 now. See how Mangum reacts after giving up points. Little screen pass here on the near side. Uh-oh, look out, lots of room. Bernard Bailey, 30, 35, 40, 45 across the midfield stripe, and finally knocked down at about the 47-yard line of Merritt. Well-executed play there. Nice touchdown-saving tackle turned in by Hagan Justice, but well, I tell you what, that inside slip screen set up wonderfully by Mangum. Great sellout on the fake by Colton Laughlin as well. So Bailey, another big play for the Tigers. This one on the pass. Laughlin out in the flat. Webb, he'll make the catch. Gets a block from Stacy. Dalen makes sure that Fisher will pick up the first down as he dances down the far sideline all the way to the 36-yard line of Merritt. It'll be 1st and 10, and I guess they're responding quite nicely to that touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they might have gotten a little lazy on that last defensive possession, but they've definitely made up for that on this offensive possession.
4:07 left in the first half of play. Bailey going to keep it on the RPO, and Bernard inside the 30, 25, gets a block at the 20, cuts back inside 15 to the 10, and knocked down at about the 9-yard line. Bernard Bailey weaving, bobbing, moving through traffic. A little zig, a little zag, a block here and a block there. That's 1st and goal for Mangum from the 9-yard line.
And I think that's the big problem when trying to defend this team is because you got Laughlin who can air it out, and then you got Bailey who can just take it to the house on the ground.
Fisher Webb, same story. Inside handoff, Leighton Ketchum. He's got the 5, and Leighton Ketchum into the end zone. They hand the ball off to Bernard, and then Bailey gives it to Ketchum on an inside reverse, and Leighton rumbling right through the middle of the Merritt field, and that makes it 39-6 with 3:40 left in the first half of play. And let's see if Mangum decides to go for 2 here, or if they're going to kick it with Jackson Warner. That's one of the easier touchdowns of the year, of the career of Leighton Ketchum. Normally you take that ball in the middle of the field and somebody's going to put a hat on you. We have to get in a different football to kick? Apparently so. All right. Got the kicking ball in there. It's not like the wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus. That's a good-looking kid there. Jackson Warner is up and good as he splits the uprights. So with 3:40 left in the first half of play, Mangum on top, 40-6. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
By the way, the president of the Dylan Fox fan club, that's Katie Bowen Carney, she's watching. Also, Cody Owens is watching. Mangum on top now, 40-6 with 3:40 left in the first half of play. Are you too old to do Halloween?
I don't do Halloween, but...
Man, you can never be too old to do Halloween.
I mean, I'll eat all the candy that's at my mom's house right now, but...
So do you at least scare the kids when they come to the house? I mean...
I'm not at the house now.
Well, that's true. You can make a special appearance on a Thursday.
Could.
Fisher Webb, end-over-end kick, and going to be fielded by the up back at about the 20-yard line, going to come near side on the carry. And then is Zach Carr, has got a touchdown on the night. Carr ridden out of bounds across the 40 down to about the 43-yard line. Nice return by Zach Carr. There are some kids on this team that are pretty good-looking athletes. They just, again, and we've seen this a bunch this year, don't have the numbers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we've seen multiple teams this year that have some really good athletes. They're just lacking in numbers. Carr is a big one. There's a couple guys last week who were athletes. And I think you get that with most teams. There's a bunch of athletes. It's just sometimes you don't have the same numbers as like Mangum does.
Boy, Mangum's got a bushel basket full, don't they? 3:15 left to the first half. Clock running. Mangum on top, 40-6. Wow. Shotgun formation here. Hagen Justice. Justice going to keep it himself near side. Gets a block. Has the 45 out to the 47. Penalty flag will fly. And that tackle made there in the open field by Corbin McGill. Penalty going to go against Merritt. I think they had a hold. Fleetwood Mac says, hold me. Sometimes with Michael in the morning. Classic Hits 97.7. Monday through Friday, 6 to 9. I believe that song played in today's show.
Did it?
It did, yeah.
Now, that's two shameless plugs in one half.
Oh, let me tell you about Fleetwood Mac. Deanne at home trying to do that herself. I promise you, if she's listening to it homework, she'll be going, I can do it. Mac. Not bad for a girl who's 5'0". All right, a little misdirection here. Doesn't fool anybody by Merritt, including Christian Travanka. Travanka just said, he just kind of opened up his arms. He says, okay, come here, Mr. Running Back. Jump into my arms. Zach Carr obliged and lost a couple of more yards on the play. It'll be second down and even longer after the holding penalty of a moment ago. Line of egg for a first down, the 47 of Mangum, and the line of scrimmage is the 34 of Merritt. So that's 16, carry the 2, about 19 yards. Clock running now, down to a minute 50 left in the first half of play. Justice from the shotgun. Hagen looks near side, throws, wants to go deep, and pass is incomplete. Pretty good defense by Bryson Williams as he ran stride for stride with wide receiver Tyson Rose. It'll be third down and long. Rose tried to come back for that football, a little back shoulder play there, but couldn't make the catch. 1:42 left in the half. I don't know where it's coming from.
I have no idea.
If you hear an occasional buzz, like right now on cue, we don't know where it's coming from. So third down now and long for Merritt. Let's see if this is four-down territory for the Oilers, trailing 40-6. Justice, slant pass, incomplete. And again, good coverage by Bryson Williams as he was with Coy Carnes on that play. Minute 37 left in the half, and I don't think you can go for it here if you're the Merritt Oilers. Do you?
It looks like the punter is coming out to kick, so I think they agree with you.
Okay. So a punting opportunity and a return opportunity. Bryson Williams here on the near side. Fisher Webb up top. Fourth down and long. High snap. Punt is on its way. Good kick there. It will hit at the 35, go forward inside the 25, and still roll all the way down to the 20-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for Mangum with a minute 20 left in the first half of play. And they lead it 40-6. So do you try to put one more on the board before the end of the half?
I would. I mean, you've got momentum this first half. You might as well try to cap it off with another touchdown going into halftime. You've played well. You've kept it pretty clean, so I would try to gain a little bit more momentum and give yourself a little bit more cushion.
All right, stay with us at halftime. Nathan Pennypacker, the boys' basketball coach, is scheduled to be here with us. As Laughlin going to keep it himself, right side. Colton's got the 30, 35, and out to the 36 and 37-yard line. Tackled from behind on a touchdown-saving tackle by Clayton McGee. Colton, one of those guys that will be playing basketball this winter for head coach Pennypacker. And he's hoping that it is a long time before he is playing. Hopes that Mangum goes deep into the playoffs. Clock running now with 58 seconds left in the first half. Laughlin hands it off. That's Bailey. Bernard gets a hole. 50, 45, looking for a block at the 30, 25. And finally, no, he stays in bounds down that far sideline, and he will score. How about Bernard Bailey? It looked like he was going to be dragged out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Hagen Justice had the angle, but somehow Bernard got his Baryshnikov ability, kept his balance, and tiptoed down that far sideline for the score.
The big guys up front got Bailey a hole, and he he found it and had a bunch of real estate in front of him, and he made a good play, and he's definitely going to be a problem for a lot of teams going forward into the playoffs.
Well, the thing that impresses me, obviously the balance there on the far sideline to stay in bounds. I thought he was going to get knocked out, but the explosiveness through the hole. You talked about the big hole by the Big Uglies. Boy, I tell you what, huge hole. Bailey exploited it. Extra point on the way. It is up, and it is good. So, with 43 seconds left in the first half of play, 47-6. Mangum on top. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
John and Katie Murray are proud to let you know that they are reopening the old Bratton Drug location at 109 South Oklahoma in Mangum. Locally owned and providing pharmacy, health and beauty, gifts, and cards. Complete pharmacy, including medication therapy management and immunizations, including a convenient drive-thru. The new Mangum Drug Company, opening soon.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
I ask you if Mangum should score one more time. I mean, 2 plays, boom, they're gone. Touchdown.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. I mean, you've got a bunch of explosive offensive players and the right play calls, taking it to the house.
Sherry Lauer Bowen watching. Hello, Sherry. Good to have you alongside. Eric Rodriguez is just sitting back looking for catchy things to say. Yo, y'all smell that? Because them boys are getting burned. Well, that's toast to me. So Mangum will kick off one more time here in this first half of play. And I was kind of kidding about it earlier, but, boy, I tell you what, Jackson Warner Lake got to be getting a little tired. 42 seconds now left. They're running the clock. How about that? End-over-end kick fielded at the 20. Coming near side to the 25. Out to the 22-yard line will be Carr. He'll make it to the 25. And finally knocked off his feet at about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Oh, Deanne is watching now. So she didn't hear us talking about, what were we making fun of her earlier? You were?
Something. I wasn't making fun of her. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, yeah. She's practicing her Fleetwood Mac. And speaking of which, and I hear Deanne and Bailey Ann do this every once in a while, Tiffany McGill says, "Hey, girl." Guys can't get away with that, right?
You can't.
All right, here's a carry into the middle of the field, and that will probably be the final play of the first half, and it will be. As one thing that's amazing to me is we go to the locker and we talk about the wet and the mud and everything else. Look how clean the Mangum uniforms are. It is amazing. And a lot of times guys in all white, you think, well, they're not playing very hard. They have been playing their tails off, and the uniforms are lily white. I can't believe it.
Yeah, for being all whites, I didn't even notice that. Most of them don't have a speck of grass on them. I'm not sure why that's the case, but I'm sure that's happy moms tonight. My mom
Indeed.
would be.
All right, so halftime arrives. Mangum on top, 47-6 at the intermission. We'll talk a little basketball when we come back in a few minutes. Mangum, 47. Merritt, 6 at the intermission. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the hamburger in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Well, at the half, Mangum on top 47-6. Our halftime being brought to us tonight, as it always is, by Stockman's Bank. Thanks to Stockman's Bank for bringing us our halftime report. And he was with us a couple of weeks ago in a ball game that was far different than this one. Nathan Pennypacker, the head basketball coach for the Mangum Tiger boys team. And I want to go back to that game a couple of weeks ago,
yes.
Hobart. I mean, that is, and I realize Mangum was on the losing end of it, but that's about as good as it can get.
You know, as a coach, you just always want to go out and compete as hard as you can and obviously have great attitudes and great sportsmanship, and I think that was displayed on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a fun game, and that's what high school's about. It's the most purest time to play a sport, and it was fun to see both teams compete. And unfortunately, we came out on the losing end, but sometimes you got to lose a battle to win the war, and I think that prepared them for in the future, and just the adversity that they faced and how to fight it, how to get out of it. There's going to be a lot of good things that came from that game.
Well, you talk about preparation, and you lose on the final play of the game.
Right.
You lose by just a few inches. I mean, if you get a few more inches, you win the ball game, and there's jubilation. So we see them come back the following week, last week against Hinton, and I think Coach Powers, anybody else that was involved will tell you, there was a hangover effect, and it was a little bit sloppy in that first half of play. But the guys up front, the unsung heroes, if you will, the linemen really controlled that first half.
Well, like you said, there is a little bit of a hangover sometimes. As coaches, we preach and we want this and we want to reach our goals. And I know for the kids, they had a vision of being undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And to lose in the fashion that they did, it was tough. And it allows them to go back as a staff and as a team to say, hey, well, if we'd have gave just a little bit extra effort here, if we'd have done this, if we'd have done that. And it's mentally for a 15, 16, and 17-year-old kid, it's hard to bounce back. I mean, even as adults, sometimes it's hard to bounce back. So, they, after a first quarter, they kind of started mentally getting back into it, and I was proud of them. And I think that they can go as far as they want to. But, yeah, you were right. They had a little bit of a hangover.
But again, and you're going to tie it into you as a basketball coach. I mean, you find maybe on your, and we talk about it in baseball, for example, on your best night as a pitcher,
right?
You're great, but when you don't have your good stuff, you've got to find a way to win. And so as a basketball, and we had the big uglies last week, really played well in that first half. How does a basketball coach? I mean, you lose a last-second shot at the buzzer. How do you come back when you're playing on the court?
Right. Well, it's tough. I think it goes into there's a whole lot of variables. I mean, our culture and how we do things daily and our process is a big deal with that. When adversity hits, we talked briefly last time I was in here, that competitive character and how you define your next movement after something happens. And that's kind of ties into discipline and like I said, that competitive character for us. And it's just always the next man up. And when one person makes a mistake, we preach brotherhood and family, and we pick each other up, and we understand that things happen, but how you react to it is going to really determine the outcome of what happens next.
Well, you talked about it. You want the football season to last a long time, and certainly we hope that occurs because you don't play for a long time still.
Yeah.
It's December. I've got to ask you, though, and I don't know, but I've been thinking about this the next time I talk to you.
Okay.
Bryson Williams.
Yeah.
Is he going to play on your basketball team? Because you talk about a guy who can go up and high point a ball.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Big fella. Yeah, he plans on playing.
Okay. All right.
And that's kind of what's exciting. I've got a couple guys with me in the booth, and last week I had the brothers Trey and Deion Dickey, and man, I'm blessed because they're all, and I use this word cautiously, and I don't use it very often, but we got a bunch of guys that are just monsters. I mean, they're great at what they do. They're buying in completely to what I'm asking them to do. We went and competed. In fact, yesterday we practiced with another team, and it was the first time that we got 6 kids in the gym. The first time we got to go against someone else other than ourselves. These guys that I have, man, I'm so excited. I mean, we've got Lamar and Isaiah in the booth with us today, and those guys laterally. I mean, we have a lot of acronyms that we talk about, and I won't bore you with all those, but one of them is A to B, as fast as we can go, and that's lateral movements and explosion, and these two are some of the best that I have right now, and they're going to pair great with a couple of the football guys that we're going to get. But, man, these two that are in here, they shoot the ball well, they compete well, they have that competitive character. Their explosion is probably two of the best that I've ever coached, and I've been doing this not as long as some, but I've been doing it for a while, man, and I'm excited to see what their future holds. Just just the few things that I've seen already, I'm impressed, and I'm proud and happy to be their coach.
There are a couple of young men that really kind of late in the season came on last year for this team. They kind of got an opportunity late in the season, and really it was one of those things at the end of the season you're like, those kids, when they work the next year, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Well, something that we talk about every day is our long-term goals, and if our daily actions doesn't correlate to those, we're never going to reach them. And I think that they've bought into that one play at a time, one drill at a time, literally just one moment at a time, and that will allow us to write our page for that day so that end of our book can be the way we want it to end. And these guys are just, like I said, they're buying into the weight room. They're athletic. We're not going to be big, but we're going to be full of heart and desire and speed and athleticism. I mean, like I said, Lamar that's in the booth tonight, he does things that, I just kind of say, oh, man, I'm so glad I got this kid for 3 years. Isaiah's in the booth with us as well. He's the only one, believe it or not, man, he's the only one in the gym right now that can dunk a basketball. Lamar's getting close as well. Deion's jumping up there. Trey's getting up there. We have our mascot that's in the gym, Laramie. He's getting up. I mean, they're just all buying into everything that we're doing. And as a coach, man, it makes you feel good, and then it makes you prepare every single day because you don't want to let these guys down because they're giving me everything they've got, and I've got to return that favor to them.
Great time to be at Mangum when it comes to athletics and the carryover from one successful program to the next.
Right.
Baseball team makes the state tournament last year. Football team looks like it's going to make a long run into the playoffs as well. And then that just carries over into the wintertime. I know I know you're excited that the football team's doing well, but at the same time you're thinking, golly, when do I start getting these kids, you know?
Well,
how do you balance that, though?
I think you just kind of what I tell them every single day, you got to worry about what's in front of you. Kind of like I told you, we got to be where our feet are. And right now our feet is with these 6 kids in the gym, and we're preparing. And we film practice every single day so we can be accountable for our actions. And when those guys come in, these guys will be able to teach them everything that we're doing. So it's going to make my job easier. And I'll be honest with you, some of them are in the gym already, shooting around. So they're all in on football. They're all in on basketball. I just think they're all in on Mangum in general. This is our only time that we're going to be in high school. Let's make the most of it. And that's what's exciting. We talked about the first time I was in here, the desire. And that's a skill, and not a lot of people have that skill. And I think everybody on the boys' side, I haven't been around the girls, but I talked to the girls' coach. I think they have it as well. It's just a good time to be a Mangum Tiger right now.
And something that you touched on a couple of weeks ago, and actually my wife asked me about it or made a comment about it, is the support you're getting from the community and from parents.
Right.
It's just really been overwhelming, hasn't it?
It has, man. We've got a great situation. I mean, like I said, we've got grandparents and great-grandparents that played at Mangum, and then now, you know what I mean? So it just goes down the lineage, and it's awesome to be a part of. We've got a great coaching staff across the board, in my opinion, and it kind of goes back to our school board and our superintendent that does a great job. And like I said, it's a good time to be here, and it's fun. We come with energy and enthusiasm. All the coaches get along, and it's just a good time to be here.
You mentioned the superintendent, Coach Booth, knew something a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, when he decided to move from Tipton, where his son had just won a state championship playing football, to Mangum. You don't make that kind of move from a successful place unless you think you've got something cooking
of course.
Where you go to.
And from a coaching standpoint, it's nice. Education comes first.
Sure.
And we all get that and know that. But when you have a guy that's all in on sports and really wants to be great at everything, we talk about with these basketball guys, let's set the standard at excellence. And I think that definitely carries over on the sports side when you have a guy that's backing you and he's willing, if it makes sense, that's going to help all the kids. I don't know if either of you two have been in our new weight room and what that looks like. If it's beneficial to everyone, I don't think he hesitates. Since the short time that I've been here, and I've been places where that hasn't always been the case, and that puts you behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Well, and one final thought, we want to make sure we get the kids in because maybe a short halftime, but years ago, Carl Albert was successful in football. They were winning state championships.
Gary Rose.
And people say, well, they're doing that, but then they didn't see the other side of it. This was an academically school that was off the charts, and they were doing well in debate club and band and everything else. So what happens on that athletic field does transfer to everything else.
Well, you mentioned schools like that, and it's just, to me, it's so easy to describe them. Their mindset's where it needs to be, and they take pride in absolutely everything they do. If they're going to tie their shoes, it's going to be the best shoe. You know? So that kind of explains, in my opinion, why schools are successful, and I think we are in the midst of it right now, and it's great to be a part of it.
Everybody's excited. We're ready to go.
Awesome.
You're a great motivator, Coach. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
We'll take a time out, come back, talk to the kids after this. We're at the half. It is a 47-6 lead. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
47-6 at the half. Mangum out in front of Hobart. High school basketball season actually begins next Friday night for non-football playing schools, if you can believe that, November 1st, and basketball begins. Let's talk to one of the Mangum Tigers and introduce yourself to the listening audience.
I'm Isaiah.
And Isaiah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Don't be shy either, okay? I'm giving you the platform now.
Well, I don't really talk a lot, but
I can tell. That's why I had to start with you telling us your name to try to make you feel comfortable. So I know this about you because I've been around you, but you're going to be you are a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the idea of you got a new coach this year, Coach Pennypacker. What are your thoughts?
Well, at first I didn't really wasn't comfortable with him, but now that I stayed in the gym with him, now I'm comfortable with him. And I trust everything that we're doing, going through the process, through practice every day. And, yeah.
Isaiah, I appreciate your honesty saying that you weren't comfortable in the beginning, especially when Coach is standing right here. I think that speaks well about the relationship that you've got with your coach. And it's pretty easy to figure out why a young man who's been with one guy suddenly got another guy, and it's hard to get that comfort level. Mm-hmm. What did Coach Pennypacker do to convince you?
Well, normally, we had open gym, I wouldn't go up there and play against a bunch of other people, and then I started going eventually, and then I started getting used to him from then on.
So tell us about the position you play, and what's the thing that you do best?
I play guard. I'm probably defense is my best thing.
Do you enjoy playing defense? Because a lot of guys don't like to.
Yeah, I like it.
Why?
I get it more. It's easier for me to process than offense and all that.
And see, I know the average fan who maybe didn't play basketball doesn't understand what it means to process defense. Help those folks understand what that means.
Well, it's like watching the ball and watching the man at the same time, trying to get the help whenever you need to be there, and standing in the nine, talking to make sure you know where you're at, and talking to your teammates when the screen comes, and all that.
So it's more than just standing in front of a guy and putting your hand in his face and trying to intercept a pass.
Hey, he won't say it, but I will. He runs through passes better than
run through passes. All right, Isaiah, thank you. We appreciate it. I'm gonna let your buddy put the headset on, see if he's as shy as you are. We look forward to it, young man. Thank you for being up here. And again, I love the honesty. I mean, what guy's gonna say no? I wasn't comfortable with Coach when Coach is standing right here. I mean, that's some good stuff there. That is a great relationship. All right. I know you talk a little bit more, but I'm gonna let you just tell me who you are and let you just start talking.
All right, hello. My name is Lamar James, and I'm a point guard for Mangum High School.
And Lamar, and again, we go back to last year when you came over, and you were at Granfield prior to coming to Mangum, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that transition going from Granfield to Mangum.
It was a little bit hard for me because I was not used to playing against high classes in schools. I was used to playing low schools and all that, and I never had a difference between different players and different schools, so it was a little bit confusing, but I got onto it fast.
Mm-hmm. And I know you love to drive, slash to the bucket, and you love to go to the rim, don't you?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know why, but for me it's easy to get to the rim.
Really?
Yes.
How? Why is it easy? Explain that to us.
I think because I don't think, I just do.
So it's a reaction thing.
It's a reaction for me.
Okay, comes naturally.
Yes.
So if you got to think about something, kind of like me, when I was younger and played football, I could dance because big ugly guys were trying to kill me. But if I went to the dance and some girl asked me to dance, I couldn't think and dance at the same time. You that way too?
No.
No, you can dance, can't you? Yeah. Oh, I love it, Lamar. That's so good.
I feel like if you think, you're more likely to mess up instead of just doing.
Okay.
And it's like it's hard for me to think because the more I think, the more I try to do it.
Okay.
But if I don't think, it's easier for me to just do it.
And that stuff that you go through in practice over and over and over again, it makes it much easier, I would guess, to do that reaction thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes it a lot easier, especially with Coach Pennypacker.
So how much fun was it getting to play against somebody besides your own teammates?
It was a lot of fun. Like, I thought we were going to be good, but I didn't expect us to be that good as I expected. I expected us to be, because our numbers were low. We only had 6 people.
Right.
And I expected us to do good, but get tired. But we played against 3 different teams, and we were doing amazing.
Well, I love your confidence. That's good stuff, and I guess that probably somewhat comes from you, but Coach Pennypacker helps out with that confidence thing too, doesn't he?
Yes.
All right. Any predictions on the second half?
Let's see. I say we get close to 60.
We're only 13 points away, so that's the way to go out on a limb, Lamar. We really appreciate that. Hey, man, we'll let you go dance because I know you can. Appreciate it, bud. We look forward to the basketball season. Thank you so much. I tell you what, Coach Pennypacker brought a couple of great young men up here tonight, and we appreciate that. And we have kicked off the second half. Short kick fielded here on the near side by Bryston. He'll pick it up at the 25, goes out to the 30, breaks a tackle, goes out to the 32, 33-yard line. As we appreciate it. Hey, we'll see you next week at the Liberty Bowl. All right, thank you so much. And what fun stuff that was. Is again, I always relate it back to Dylan Fox because Dylan not that far removed from being he is the same age or close to being the same age as these guys. And how about the honesty there? I didn't like Coach. Well, I wasn't comfortable with Coach at first.
No, that's great. I mean, I think that speaks a lot to Coach Pennypacker's character.
Colton Laughlin going to go upstairs. Dalen Stacy catches the 45-50 across the midfield stripe down the far sideline, breaks a tackle. He's at the 15, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Mangum. First play from scrimmage. 70 yards away. Thank you very much. And I think they're going to make 60. What do you think?
I was about to say that prediction of 60 is looking a little low for me.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? I want to go back, and this one's kind of getting out of hand, so we're looking for things to talk about. It's the extra point on the way. But the great relationship that Coach Pennypacker has developed with his kids, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it up here in the booth. Both of those kids love Coach Pennypacker, and you can tell that he's all in for these kids, and he wants the best for this program, and I'm excited. I'm not even from Mangum. I'm excited for Mangum basketball.
Well, and you're looking forward to it because you're going to have a headset this year and get to talk basketball as well. So the extra point, by the way, up and good. And Mangum now has crossed the threshold of the 50s. It's 53-6 with 11:20 left here in this third quarter of play. Our halftime was brought to us by Stockman's Bank, as always. Thanks to Stockman's Bank. Third quarter underway, 3:33 Dental. Worth noting, Merritt kicked off both halves.
Did they really?
Well, yeah, they kicked off to begin the ball game, 83-yard touchdown return, and then they kick off to begin the second half of play. Mangum doesn't return it for a touchdown, but they go 70 yards to the first play from scrimmage.
Why would that be the case?
Well, take a page from Cool Hand Luke. What we have here is failure to communicate, and apparently on the toss, Merritt wins, and they decide they want to kick. I don't know. It really caught me off guard. I was enjoying talking to the kids, and I look down there and I see that the Oilers getting ready to kick off to begin the second half, and I thought, well, they kicked off to begin the ball game.
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, so 53-6. And I was going to ask you, didn't have time, how long do you go with the first team? And that was probably their last, you think?
That's probably it right there, yeah.
All right, so second half set to get underway. Man, and by the way, boy, we just, again, cannot say enough about Coach Pennypacker and the kiddos coming up here and doing a great job. And their honesty is just off the charts. End over end kick here now. Fielded at the 20 by the up back, coming near side. And it's Zach Carr. Carr makes a side move there at the 25, gets out to the 26. Open field tackle turned in there by Quan Bailey. Bailey got a pick 6 of the ball game. 54-6 our score. Mangum on top. And you can't think and dance. No, I can. I
mean, he was pretty confident in the fact that he could go dance. So a little bit more than you.
Oh, definitely. That was just a great answer. I love it. 11-11 left here in the third period of play, and they are running the clock, mercifully so. 53-6, Mangum on top. I don't think there's going to be any problem getting those 15 points on the night. Little inside handoff, and Carr just gets clobbered at the line of scrimmage as he ran into the brick wall that we commonly referred to as Corbin McGill. McGill Gorilla. Maybe a loss of a half yard on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.5. Mangum in control of this one as we play here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, no, going back to what we were talking about, Coach Pennypacker, we could see him interacting with the kids up here, and you can tell both of those kids are bought in 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to love playing for him.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. 2nd down and 10. Again, Carr on the carry, and again, McGill just going to swallow him up and throw him to the turf. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. By the way, I want to say hi to my high school friend, Michelle Mull, who lives in Chicago, Illinois. Checking it out. She has listened to Michael in the morning radio program. She's like, I went to high school with that doofus. I know the stuff he pulled back in the day. And she's checking out the broadcast tonight as well. So, Michelle, good to have you alongside. I bet it's cold in the Windy City. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Okay, so did he make that extra point or not? Because it's not up on the scoreboard.
I thought they signaled it was good. 3rd down and 10. They're going to go upstairs, and again, the pass too tall. And Hagan Justice got a nice arm, but again, just simply too long for Coy Carnes, and good defensive coverage by Bryson Williams. By the way, Deborah Reed Maddox, she says, great job, Isaiah and Lamar. And indeed it was. That was just a fun interview. And here's the thing. Coach Pennypacker has asked if the kids can talk to us after the ball games this year. And certainly we're going to talk to Coach and talk to the kids as well. Going to be a lot of fun. We had a penalty on the play. Personal foul marked off against Mangum. So it will give a fresh set of downs to Merritt at 9:18 left in the third, and move the ball out to the 43-yard line. David and Sarah Dillahunty wondering why they haven't heard any cowbell tonight.
I was actually going to make that comment in the first half, but no, we haven't heard any of it tonight.
And we are grateful. First down carry by Carr, big hole. He's crossed the 50, 45, 40. This kid can fly 30, 25, 20. Gets a block at the 15 to the 10, 5, and touchdown. And again, he's one of those young men that we talked about. Excellent athlete. Zach Carr runs fast and hard, and he'll score a touchdown from, 58 yards away. And that will make it on the scoreboard at least 53-12.
Yeah, Carr, great athlete. If he finds a hole and has some room, he's going to run for a while. And it's just they don't have the numbers, but great athletes.
So here we go, a 2-point conversion now. By the way, Eric Rodriguez, he just keeps coming up with him. He's doing his Michael Jackson, beat it, little, no one wants to be defeated. All right. I don't know about that one, Eric. That's pushing the realm of reality there. 2-point conversion now on the way. Roll out near side. Justice throws. Corner of the end zone. Pass caught by that man Carr. And the 2-point conversion is good with 9 minutes left here in this third period of play. Brought to us by 333 Dental. 53-14. I'm like you. I thought that extra point was good. 53-14 our score. 9:04 left in the third. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
Well, the internet is just buzzing here tonight, and we enjoy that. A lot of fun there. Jamie Turner, by the way, the Jamie's Auto Sales, watching tonight. Jamie, good to have you alongside. We've got a happy birthday going out to Tony, by the way. Jay McCormick is watching. Tony Calvary, that's who is celebrating her birthday. She says, how come they haven't called the game? They're 48 over them. They don't have the mercy rule in 11-man football. Tony, that's a great question, though. They only have it in the 8-man ranks. So good question there. We like that. Make sure I got everybody because we're getting funny now. Denise York says, and she's right about this, Lamar has got great wheels. I mean, this kid can, and you might remember him late in the season getting a chance to fly. He can get up and down the floor in a hurry. And they are two great young men, Denise. You're absolutely correct. A lot of fun up here. And again, their smiles were electric. Little pooch kick here on the near side. Quan Bailey will make the catch, break a tackle, goes far side at the 40, looks for a block, cuts it in at the 45, still on his feet, little pitter, little patter, and he'll make it to the 46, and now a late penalty flag will fly. Christy Kendall Shandy watching. Hello, Christy. Good to have you alongside. So Mangum will have it, and I think the penalty will take it across the midfield stripe. Let's check that penalty, unless it's a sideline warning, which, yeah, they will move it forward now. Going to get a personal foul called against Merritt. So this will move it all the way down to the Oiler 40-yard line. And because that was a one-play drive to begin the third quarter of play, Sam Powers is going to give the first team one more chance, I think. And then I think this is probably the last time we will see them tonight, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. I think one more good possession, a couple good plays, and I think that'll be it for them.
First and 10, 40-yard line of Merritt, and they'll hand it off to Bailey Bernard, making a move with the line of scrimmage. Freaking tackle, 35, down the far sideline to the 30, inside the 30, and finally spilled at about the 27-yard line. I tell you what, Bernard Bailey, I just love the way he runs, his patience and then ability to explode when he gets that hole.
Yeah, I think it's even evident on camera, too. I mean, you can see him looking for a hole, and once he finds it, I mean, it's full head of steam, and he just accelerates through there.
Well, now we've got an official's timeout. They were moving the chains. The official going to come in here on the near side, talk to the Merritt coaching staff. 8:37 left in the third. 53-14. And somebody who is watching on oksports.tv or also on the 97.7 Facebook page, let us know on that last touchdown. We thought the extra point kick was up and indeed good by Jackson Warner, but they didn't post the number. At least they didn't according to our gazettas. So if you saw that, give us a note there on the Facebook page and let us know. Still got a discussion going on. Oh, it's a sideline warning. Okay. And again, I guess it's kind of like in basketball when you give a warning to the coach for something or, interference or whatever. But why don't you give them a holding warning? I mean,
right.
Call the penalty.
If it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
Exactly. It's one of those anomalies, I guess, if you will. Hand off to Quan Bailey, shaking and baking the line of scrimmage. 25 cuts inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. He'll get knocked back there and gain 9 on the play. It'll be second down and 1. Tony Calvary saying, there, kicking butt. Yes, ma'am, you're right. Lori Nippert Laughlin watching. Lori, good to have you alongside. Shelley Bowman watching as well. We hope that you're on the mend, Shelley. Hand off to Bailey, and that's Quan. And he'll drag tacklers down to about the 15-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down. But we do have a penalty flag here on the near side, and it may be that moving thing that we had going on a couple of weeks ago against Hobart.
Well, I think there's too many men on the field for Merritt, but I'm not sure.
Well, we're both wrong.
Nope.
Holding,
all right.
Susan Sanchez says, Susan, Hardin Sanchez, and Juan Sanchez watching their nephew Christian. This season has been a long time coming. And I think anybody who's a Mangum Tiger fan would give you an amen and a resounding one from the congregation.
Yeah, and I mean, like Coach was saying whenever he was up here, I think it's just a good time to be around Mangum sports. Yeah. I mean, I think all around it's going to be a successful year for him.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about all the success that Richard Carney and the softball teams have had. I mean, so there you go. By the way, Tiffany McGill, she says, yeah, I thought the extra point was good too. Colton going to keep it himself. He's got the 30, gets a block, 25, looks at the 20, now gets another block, 15, 10, still inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. They'll mark him out of the 6. It'll be first and goal from there. Nice run there by Colton Laughlin. He says, I want in a little bit of this party as well. He stepped out of bounds, but they will run the clock. 7:35 and running here in this third quarter of play, brought to us by 333 Dental. They do have play clocks here as well. And at 25, the handoff going to go to Sawyer Webb, and Webb thought he had the end zone, but then got turned back at about the 2-yard line. Sawyer had a nice hole over there on the right side, and then suddenly it collapsed on him. Picked up a couple. It'll be second and goal from the 2. 7 minutes, actually, left in the third period of play. Laughlin hands it back off to Sawyer, and this time Webb will get into the end zone for the score from a couple of yards away, and that will add 6 more to the board, and we're real close to that 60 mark, 59-14.
I mean, it's either 59 or if it's 60, it's 60 if that extra point,
good, yeah.
But I'm not sure.
6:51 left here in the third period of play.
We'll make sure to see the indication from the refs first.
Well, I mean, I thought we saw the indication. Normally when the referee puts his hands above his head, that means it's good. Silly me. All right, Jackson Warner now to try the extra point. Fisher Webb is his holder. Snap is back, hold is true. Kick is a line drive, and it is up and no good, wide left. So with 6:49 left in the third, Mangum has got 59. Merritt has 14. And we're Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
All right, Chris Hoppen-Gardner. I'm sorry. Let me try that one more time. Chris Hoppen-Gardner. Has a keener eye than you and I. He said, according to the officials, that kick on the previous touchdown was no good. So the score is correct, 59-14. Mangum on top. Clock running, 6:45 left here in this third period of play. Angela Taylor says, go, Mangum Tigers. Well, it's nice that that's the only reason that we're referencing the officials tonight. I mean, there have been a couple of times this season where it has been a little bit suspect at best. Warner's kick end over end and fielded at about the 35 out to the 38 and 39-yard line by an up back across the way for Merritt. And on the return for the Oilers, it's Braden Puckett, rather. So it'll be first and 10 now for Merritt. 6:22 left here in the third period of play. And there's not really been any rhyme or reason when we do run the clock and when we don't.
Yeah, I've been checking to see,
Yeah, they started
okay,
there.
there we go.
And I don't know if you do things a little bit differently, maybe because it's a district game, but again, when it's 59-14, I don't know that it's going to matter. First and 10 now. Hagan Justice wants to throw out in the flat. Boy, that time he nearly hung his tailback, Zach Carr, out to dry. That was behind Carr, and it had, if it were a little bit closer, either Lauren Sneed or Brody Shelby were going to tattoo Mr. Carr. That was going to be a car wreck, and Carr wasn't going to win it. Second down and 10.
That was a good one.
Saving it up all night for you. So, doing all we can to keep the fans interested. By the way, we love the fact that the band from Mangum is across the way. Been here playing some great tunes all night long. Second down and 10. They'll go to the ground and to the 40-yard line and then shoved back will be the running back Carr. And in on the stop for Mangum. A couple of big uglies up front. Corbin McGill leading the way. Got some help as well from Levi Cantu. It'll be third down and 9. So Mangum has scored a defensive touchdown. They've returned a kick. They've scored on the ground, through the air, done it in every form and fashion. Clock running, 4:50 left in the third period of play. And again, we'll see some second-team players out there now, so we would expect the same thing on the offensive side as well. Carr makes the catch, takes it to the 45, spun down on the tackle by Brody Shelby. Also coming in to help out on the stop, Bryce Dittmore. It'll be 4th down. And again, if you're Merritt, hey, you just go for it here. I mean, 4:25 left in the third quarter. And we have seen them go for it before in similar fashion. There's some hardy fans and parents across the way as well, as it's certainly a cold night here in late October.
Not for us. We're up in the booth. We're good.
It's comfortable up here. So 4th down at about 4 for a first down. They want to throw. Pass is caught by Carr, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Good coverage by Brody Shelby, but a perfectly timed pitch and catch there from Justice to Carr.
And that's the go-to play for Merritt, I feel like, so far this game, is that slant route, get it to him as fast as possible, and let him make a play.
Well, they scored a touchdown on it earlier in the ball game. And their 2 touchdowns have been big plays. They've got that big play capability. It's just that they've just really struggled, especially on that defensive side of the football. And again, we talked about it, don't really have numbers. Again, they go with a slant, the catch is made, and that'll be close to a first down. This time on the catch for Merritt, and I believe that is, and it will be, River Britton making the catch. So a first down catch down to the 36-yard line. And what happens there with that you get that direct snap and that quick pitch, you do not allow the defense to come in and harass Hagan Justice. He's got clear passing lanes, and he can pick you apart. Mangum got people inside the box from 5 feet away. They're looking run, and they're going to get it. Justice will spin as he got to the line of scrimmage, and he should not have. Christian Cervanka spun him around a little bit more, and a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Cervanka's been a name we've said all season. He's done a great job at penetrating the line and getting to the running back or whoever has the ball.
One thing that he's done all year long that's impressed me is his ability to flatten out and run along the line of scrimmage and chase people down. Showed good technique there, staying at home, because as I mentioned, the quarterback, Justice, trying to spin his way forward. There's another little pass out in the flat, caught by Carr. He breaks a tackle and takes it inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. The other thing worth noting on those pass plays there, that Carr getting wide open, is that there's some pick plays going on by the wide receivers and the tight end that are allowing Mangum trying to trail on that and come across the top to help out with coverage, and they're getting picked off.
So is that pick legal?
You don't make contact,
okay.
It is.
Gotcha. Okay.
You just get in the guy's way.
Right.
And sometimes you could even make contact, and it's legal. 3rd down at about 3. We'll hand it off to Carr, who cuts inside. Got the first down of more. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Dives to the corner of the end zone, and he will score. So Zach Carr doing all he can to keep his club in it with 1:29 left in the third period of play. 59-20, Mangum on top. And again, it's a theme that we've had, and you talked about it several times. You look at the ball game against Walters. You look at the ball game last week against Hinton. Quality athletes on the other side of the football. SAS Northeast, I mean, same deal. Just don't have the number. That's the thing about Mangum that's mind-numbing, is all the athletes that they have. 2-point conversion here, and Britton not going to get there. River, he got dammed up on the play as he was knocked down there by J.T. Schramm. I'm waiting for your response. Apparently you didn't get that one. 1:29 left in the third. River got dammed up. 59-20. Mangum leading in the third. Brought to you by 333 Diddle. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
By the way, we mentioned the Tiger Band earlier. Susan Sanchez says, hi, Pastor Gordon. Mangum Tiger Band doing great this year as well. And they are. We have been impressed with them all season long, from the opening strands of the Rolling Stones. And I see a red door, and I wanted painted black. Gotta love that. So here we go. Minute 28 left in the third. A little pooch kick on the near sideline. And the catch made by Cantu. Levi will break a tackle and then get ushered out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Last week, a tough week for me and some of my favorite teams. Northwest Missouri State University, my alma mater, ranked number 7 and undefeated. And they went to the University of Nebraska at Kearney and got beat for the first time this year. And then my boys from Boise State got beat last Saturday night in Utah. BYU surprised them. So they won't be playing on New Year's Day now with that loss. All right, so Brody Shelby going to come in at the quarterback position for Mangum. Shelby will hand it off to Bailey, and that's Quan out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Bailey picks up 4, 2nd down and 6.
Got a little baseball update for you. 2-0, Houston Astros are beating the Nationals in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, I still think that Washington wins that, because I don't think that the Astros can win 4 out of the next 5 games.
It's going to be hard to win 2 out of 3 in Washington.
2nd down and 6. Shelby wants to throw. Pass caught out in the flat. And that's Rogers breaking a couple of tackles. And Luke will take it across the 50 all the way down to the 45-yard line. They will move the chains as the first down picked up by Mangum on what may be the final play of quarter number 3. 32 seconds left on the play clock, game clock at 22 seconds. And Mangum says, forget that, we're gonna run another play. The third quarter's been brought to you by 333 Dental. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Handoff. It's Sawyer Webb turning the corner and spun down at about the 41-yard line. Shirt tail tackle there, and that will be the final play of period number 3. Mangum in command, 59-20. We head to the 4th after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
By the way, positive note for the band. Sherry Shepard Kendall says, love the Mangum Band.
Just sticking it out in this cold.
Yeah. I can only imagine how cold some of those instruments must be on the lips. Wow. Excuse me, is that brass in your pocket or are you just cold? So the 2nd down and about 4. And Brody Shelby says, I'll keep it myself. And Shelby will take it inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 2. Brenda Rogers, Dale and Brenda Rogers are watching from Alva. And I don't think that Alva was part of that snowfall, but I bet they did see some snow. There was snow, I know, in Woodward. My buddy from Woodward sent me pictures, and I'm like, I'm glad I don't live there anymore.
No, thank you.
So 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 2, short 3. Shelby going to roll the option, now throws, has a man, pass off the hands, incomplete. as it was intended on the far side for Elijah Bernal. It'll be 4th down at about 2.5. That was a tough catch for Elijah. I mean, he's running away from the football and kind of behind him, and he's trying to twist and turn, and you make that catch, and you got super glue for hands. So 4th down at about 2.5. They'll go for it here, obviously. Clock at 10:50. 4th period of play. 59-20. Mangum will get their 3rd district win and also get their 15 points and move ahead of Frederick in the standings. Boy, Quan Bailey running hard right up the middle of the field, pushing the pile and picking up the first down to about the 45 or 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Oklahoma Sooners in action tomorrow. They travel to Kansas State to battle the Wildcats, and we were talking about it before we went on the air, but I'll tell you what, Jalen Hurts has just been absolutely phenomenal.
It's been impressive to watch. I'm lucky enough to have been able to go to quite a few games, and he's been superb.
First down carry here for Sawyer Webb, and he'll get swallowed up a yard behind the line of scrimmage, loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11. Last week he missed on one pass?
Yeah, he had, I think he went 12 for 13, and he had 3 touchdown passes. So he had more touchdown passes than he did incompletions. Which
ran for a score too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think he had 4 total.
And now with Tua Tagliabue getting hurt last week, he'll miss the ball game tomorrow night against Arkansas. You've got to believe it's going to help the chances of Oklahoma having the 3rd straight Heisman Trophy Award winner. Brody Shelby going to keep it left side, kiss a block, weaves his way through traffic inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. They may give him the 18. That'll be good enough for a first down with 9:25 left in the ball game.
I think the most impressive thing about Hurts is just how he carries himself.
Mm-hmm.
How he went from being a freshman starter at Alabama, getting benched, and then the way he's just handled himself has been impressive.
Personal foul called on Merritt, so they'll move it 15 yards closer or half the distance closer to the goal line, inside the 10 down to about the 9-yard line. And keep in mind, after Tagliabue was named the starter last season, he could have redshirted and gone somewhere else, but he stayed with the club the rest of the season.
Right, and I mean that's just a professionalism that his character is, and I don't think anybody can say anything bad about that kid.
Not at all. Inside toss here to Rogers. Luke will take it down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there. You know, that was one of the knocks on him his freshman year at Alabama, was that he was a malcontent, whining after the end of the freshman year, and Tagliabue came in, and there was going to be some competition and whatnot. And, I mean, he simply put that to rest. Not to mention that after the ball game is over, the guy goes into the gym and works out like nobody's business.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he definitely has something to prove this season, and I think he's showing it.
Shelby hands it off to Quan Bailey. Bailey tries to break it to the outside, and he will score from 5 yards away. Touchdown for Bailey, and it's now a 65-20 ball game. What's the matter with Reese? What's his problem?
Well, he was just curious.
What we're doing, the OU or Mangum?
Yeah, he was wondering which game we were doing.
Travis, it's called Phil, buddy. It's a 65-20 ball game. We're filling. Thanks for asking. And what's the deal? How come he's in the room where all the heat is?
Yeah,
you notice that? You open that door, there's heat coming out of there. Man.
Yeah, heater in there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That ball hit it is getting a little bit cold. What? No, we close the window. We don't get the ambiance. Come on, man. Extra point now try for Jackson Warner. Ball going to be bobbled, and Mangum will not convert here. Nonetheless, they lead it 65-20 with 7:10 left in the ball game. The clock continues to run. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Timmy Lucky telling us the Nationals have scored now, bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1 is the score. Washington trailing in the nation's capital against Houston. Hello. Let's see here. Berta Vila. She said, that's K. Come on, Tigers. Show them. All right, Berta, thank you. First time we've heard from you tonight. End over end kick, far side. Fielded at about the 22, 23-yard line. And trying to make room down that far sideline and not finding any real estate is Corey Carnes. It'll be 1st and 10 for Merritt. And again, we've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ballgame. I think they've decided to just run the clock the rest of the way. So Mangum will be back at home for the final time of regular season coming up next Friday night at the Liberty Bowl, entertaining the Eagles of Sayre. 6:45 pregame show, kickoff at 7 o'clock. I've checked the long-range forecast. The high next Friday, November 1st, supposed to be 65 degrees.
Let's hope that stays, because I'll take 65.
Well, yeah, obviously it won't be that at kickoff time, but a day like that will be okay. And penalty flag going to fly here. Offside is going to be called on Mangum. And again, they let the clock run, and that is mercifully so. 65-20, Mangum on top by 45, and again they will move to 7-1 on the year, and 3-1 inside the district, and they'll get 15 more points. And move ahead against Frederick in the district standings. Frederick playing Hennessy tonight, non-district affair. So regardless of what happens there, they won't pick up any district points. And remember, Hobart and Frederick will play in the regular season finale, which could be and should be the determining factor as to who wins the district championship. Big tackle there, turned in by that man, Payson Jenkins. His nickname is
Bud.
There you go.
Here we go. Took me a second.
We should have had the camera on you. Watch you think so hard. I mean, I could see the creases in your forehead. That was good stuff there.
I was trying to figure out what joke you made earlier. So.
Well, see, that's the way you learn. You know, you just relate it to that joke. Mom says we can't call him Elmer, though. Second down carry here, and no room on the right side. Good defense by Mangum, just simply gumming things up on that left side of the offensive line of Merritt. Chris Harper in there. Chris taking up a whole bunch of space. I mean, that's a guy that if you turn the corner and he's getting ready to hit you, you might just go ahead and fall down. Chris can change your mind in a hurry. There he is, the handsome, and I mean talented Trent Shelby. Very good looking. I mean, yeah. If you don't believe him, just ask him. Third down and a yard, and they'll go with the toss sweep here on the near side, and Merritt will pick up the first down. Dalen Stacy with the tackle. Got some help as well from Levi Cantu, but they'll move the sticks. Bryce Ditmore coming back into the ballgame. 2:50 left in the contest. And we talked about the Mangum fans, and let's tip our cap to the Merritt fans. I mean, this is a club that is winless on the year, and they're going to go to 0-7, but there are some hardy bunches of fans out here enjoying the ball game tonight and supporting these young men, and a tip of the cap to them. Inside handoff, and look at the tackle by Leighton Ketchum. Looked like he was shot out of the proverbial cannon as he knocked down Brian Lagunas in the backfield for a big loss. A loss of 6 on the play. It'll bring up a second down and 16. 2:10 left in the ball game.
He read that play from the snap, and he was full head of steam right there.
Short ride home for you tonight.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Oklahoma and Kansas State, as we mentioned, tomorrow at 11, and then Oklahoma State in Ames, Iowa, to take on the Cyclones. And that ball game gets underway at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Inside handoff here, and boy, a big hit as Lagunas gets across the 40 to the 42 and then got whacked by Isaac Batoha. Oklahoma State Thunder playing tonight, home opener against the Wizards of Washington. They'll play Sunday afternoon against the Golden State Warriors. That used to be a tough ticket, not anymore.
Have you had a chance to watch any of the NBA games yet?
You know what? This is the World Series, and this is football time for me. You know,
I gotcha.
In February and March, when they're more than halfway through the season, it's just the season way too long for me when it comes to basketball. Third down here, and I'm talking about NBA basketball. Good move there on the outside by Carnes, and Carson loses the football, and back the other way comes Mangum with it. That ball picked up by Leighton Ketchum. Great job by Ketchum. And it will be Mangum football. Ball was on the floor. Didn't hear a whistle. And Ketchum scoops and runs, and it'll be Mangum football. That will probably be the next to the last play of the game. We're down to 35 seconds on the game clock and 24 seconds on the play clock. So Mangum will have to run one more play, and I would think that Sam Powers would just kneel down here with his club leading 65-20. Shotgun formation for Shelby, Brody. And we'll simply back up, take the knee, and that's the ball game. So Mangum wins it tonight in convincing fashion. Started off with an 83-yard kickoff return and never looked back. And the final score will be Mangum 65 and Merritt 20. We're back to wrap it up after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Well, Sam Powers in his club now 7-1 on the year, 3-1 inside district play. They get their 15 points as they win it 65-20 tonight over the Merritt Oilers. And we mentioned Sam Powers because I think it's a great lead-in to what you wanted to talk about, and that's Coach Penny Packer. Coach Powers came here late last school year, March, May, got this excited, spent all summer getting the football program geared up, jacked up, and ready to go. And here we are with this kind of success, and you kind of think that the same thing is going to hold true with that basketball program with Coach Pennypacker.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Powers, you can tell those guys have bought in as well. They're playing hard for him. I think they're all excited. I know you and me are excited up here in the booth. And then I think that relays right to Coach Pennypacker. You could tell up here that Isaiah and Lamar were excited to play for him. And Coach, he was excited to play for them to play as well. He seemed passionate, and I'm not even from Mangum, and I'm excited for Mangum sports this year.
And it has been an exciting beginning. We talked about the softball team doing well, and now the football team at 7-1. Certainly ensconced at the number 2 slot in the district standings, and depending what happens in the final 2 weeks, they still could win the district championship. But regardless, if you finish second, you know that at least week number 1, you get to stay home for the opening round of the playoffs.
Which is a big deal. I mean, having that home field as long as you can in the playoffs is huge. So if somehow Mangum can jump to 1, I mean, that's obviously what they want to do. But regardless, they just got to show up and execute.
And you love the way that they started off. You said in the pregame, got to start fast. They go 83 yards with the opening kickoff and never look back.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Powers needed to see this week. I mean, they started off slow, which was expected. I think we all expected that after getting that close game with Hobart. So we kind of expected a slower start last week. But I think Coach Powers needed to see some urgency early in this game so they can start getting ready for playoffs. They've got a couple more games, but I think that's exactly what Coach Powers needed to see this week.
Well, you talk about those 2 games, one at home, one on the road. We'll be back at the Liberty Bowl next Friday night entertaining Sayre Eagles, who have struggled as mightily as Merritt have. Sayre had one win going into the bowl game tonight, but that is a club that is struggling. Cordell's struggling as well. So you just simply, we talked about it, Coach Powers and his club, they don't have to worry about the opponent. They need to take care of their business. They need to play themselves and then let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, I think the emphasis needs to be, listen, guys, we need to take care of our business going forward. I don't care who we're playing. We need to execute. The penalties need to be cut down, which they were better tonight. They were definitely better tonight. But that needs to be a big emphasis, and we've got to execute on the little things going forward, because in the big games in playoffs, that's what's going to matter.
65-20, Mangum wins it tonight to move to 7-1 overall, 3-1 inside the district. They do pick up their 15 points and now have 44 district points heading into week number 8. When they will do battle, or week number 9, I'm sorry, heading into week number 9 when they will do battle against the Sayre Eagles, and we expect the Liberty Bowl to be loud, rocking and rolling next Friday night for that ball game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, weather sounds like it's going to be good. It seemed like most people there was quite a few more people listening
and watching
watching due to the weather, but we hope everybody can come out and catch the last home game before we're on the road in the playoffs.
All right, for Dylan Fox, I'm Michael in the morning. Join me Monday morning at 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays on Classic Hits 97.7. And we've got football next Friday night, week number 9, as Sayre comes knocking. Pregame will be at 6:45, kickoff at 7 o'clock on OK Sports and Classic Hits 97.7.